Welcome, dear new and returning Leo souls, to Golden Fortune Leo. Every time I begin one of these readings, I am reminded of how the universe has a peculiar sense of timing. It waits until you are comfortable, steady, perhaps even slightly bored, and then it throws open the curtains, pushes you onto the stage, and demands a performance. And so here you are, Leo, center stage once again, with the universe pointing the spotlight squarely at you. No masks, no excuses, no clever disguises, just you, radiant and raw. For some, your shine will be too much, but let's be honest, if they can't stand your brilliance, they can always find a pair of sunglasses. After all, it isn't your job to dim, it's their responsibility to adjust. As the cards unfold, we are greeted first by the Three of Wands alongside the High Priestess. Together, they whisper of manifestations already stirring beneath the surface. Something you've been cultivating is preparing to take shape, but there's a spiritual catch: you cannot hold on to the new while still clinging to the old. Imagine standing at a farmer's market, clutching bruised, spoiled fruit, and trying to grab the ripest peaches with the other hand. Impossible, isn't it? The lesson here is deceptively simple: let go, so your arms are open to receive. And this, my fellow researchers of the soul, is not merely astrology, it is psychology and philosophy intertwined. Human beings cling to what is familiar, even when it no longer nourishes them. Yet intuition, that quiet, persistent voice, often knows better than logic. For the chosen ones of Leo, subtle whispers mean more than the loudest opinions of the crowd. Then, with dramatic flair, the Fool appears. A card most people mistake for recklessness, when in fact it is the essence of courage disguised as innocence. The Fool dares you to step forward even when the bridge looks like it was built by the lowest bidder. Yes, there are gaps. Yes, the boards creak. But sometimes, the act of stepping is what makes the bridge strong. Here, psychology reminds us that growth is rarely comfortable, and Buddhist wisdom teaches that attachment to certainty is the root of suffering. So why not laugh as you leap? The truth is, Leo, you don't need to juggle every flaming torch life throws at you. Balance your responsibilities, yes, but remember you are not auditioning for a circus. You are a lion, not a clown. Prioritize what matters, and let the rest fall away like unimportant background noise. And here is where the wisdom of curiosity steps in. Curiosity is the secret ingredient, the spark that separates a stagnant life from a vibrant one. Think of it as the lion's natural instinct. Not every rustle in the grass means danger, sometimes it means dinner. Sometimes it means discovery. Even the smallest step, taken with curiosity and courage, can open doors that lead to palaces. And here's the humorous paradox of Leo energy: you know when to leap dramatically, roaring across the stage, but you also know when to nap in the sun, letting the world admire your mane. That balance between bold pounds and peaceful pauses, the art of living, the rhythm of growth, and the key to your year of triumph 2025. Every Leo knows the tug of nostalgia, that seductive little voice whispering, "Remember when things were simpler?" The Six of Cups paired with the Four of Cups warns us that this memory lane is not paved with gold but with potholes. Nostalgia, after all, is a beautiful liar. It edits out the sleepless nights, the disappointments, and leaves only the soft glow of what once was. Psychology names this attachment fatigue, the mental weariness of holding on to something long expired. Buddhism, in its clean simplicity, calls it clinging. And clinging, whether to old loves, old jobs, or the fantasy that an overdue paycheck will fix everything, is like trying to drive a car by staring only at the rearview mirror. You rebound to crash into the very future you're meant to claim. Here's the truth, Leo: cycles must end for the wheel to turn. The universe is not punishing you, it's nudging you to release. Think of it as spring cleaning for the soul. No matter how pretty that dusty old vase is, if it's cracked, it can't hold fresh flowers. Humor me here, if you keep waiting on recognition from people who didn't clap the first 5 times, you're basically asking the wrong audience to buy front row tickets to your show. And so the lesson arrives with clarity. Delayed decisions are not harmless, they are chains. To hesitate endlessly is to deny yourself freedom. Your spirit, that royal lion heart, is pleading for liberation. Psychology would say indecision stems from fear of loss, Buddhism would say it's an illusion of control. Either way, the cure is the same: choose. Choose boldly, choose bravely, and above all, choose to surround yourself with those who clap the loudest when you win, not the ones secretly hoping to see you fall on stage. In the year of triumph 2025, your roar should never be wasted on the wrong crowd. Save it for the arenas where it will echo, for the people who rise to their feet, not for those who cover their ears. After all, Leo, a lion who forgets its roar is just a very large house cat, and you were never born to be tamed. Change, Leo, is rarely gentle, and the 10 of Wands with the Empress makes that message clear. You cannot keep carrying the world on your back and expect to grow wings at the same time. The image is almost comical: you, the mighty lion, dragging around a wagon full of other people's baggage while still trying to look majestic. At some point, even royalty has to say, enough. This doesn't belong in my kingdom. Relationships that drain you, jobs that treat you like a beast of burden, these are not badges of honor, they are chains. Growth does not sprout from exhaustion, it blossoms when you pour your energy into what you truly love. Think of yourself as both gardener and garden. The soil is your daily choices, the seeds are your dreams, and the harvest is the life you get to live. Feed the wrong ground, and you'll be stuck pulling weeds forever. Then comes the 3 of Swords, sharp as truth itself. It hurts to cut ties, to finally admit that something or someone has outlived its season. But endings are not punishments, they are surgeries of the soul. Sometimes you must remove what rots so that healing can begin. And here's where astrology steps in with its poetry. The waning moon in Taurus, brushing against the Pleiades, opens a rare cosmic portal. It's as if the heavens themselves are saying, yes, Leo, leap now. We've got you. It will sting, yes, but pain is the toll of transformation. This is the price of stepping into your truest throne. Remember, a chosen one doesn't confuse glitter with gold. You, Leo, know the difference. Let the false shine fall away, and watch how brilliantly your true crown glows in the year of triumph 2025. The Ace of Wands paired with the Empress is a potent reminder that passion and opportunity often arrive hand in hand, sometimes even disguised as a person who makes the air around you feel a little warmer. This figure in your life, Leo, may represent not just romance but the spark of collaboration, creativity, or even destiny itself. Yet here's the catch: you cannot embrace possibility while still clinging to yesterday's clutter. Picture it trying to hug someone while juggling 3 overstuffed suitcases, muttering, "Don't mind the baggage, it's vintage." No, Leo, it's time to put those suitcases down. Only empty hands can hold new fire. And here's where psychology nods in agreement: maturity isn't about avoiding sparks, it's about learning how to build a steady flame. The question is not whether passion will arrive, it has, but whether you'll tend it like a hearth or let it fizzle like a match in the wind. Your intentions, as shown in the Page of Wands alongside the 3 of Cups, are refreshingly clear. You want to reach out, send the message, make the gesture. Maybe it's coffee, maybe it's an invitation, maybe it's a simple "Hey, thought of you today." For some, that might sound timid, but wisdom hides in simplicity. Even the lion, majestic and unchallenged ruler of the savannah, surveys the landscape before making its move. There is no shame in scouting the terrain before pouncing, in fact, it's strategy. Socially, this is where you test for reciprocity. Are they clapping as you step forward, or quietly slipping out of the theater. Humor aside, this is a moment of curiosity more than conquest, of exploring whether the connection is real or just a mirage. And that patience, Leo, is not weakness, it is strength in disguise. The cards for your immediate future: Temperance, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords paint a picture of balance slowly but surely returning. This isn't the kind of instant gratification society loves to promise with flashy slogans and overnight success stories. No, Leo, this is the slow burn, strong fire kind of growth. Your discipline, your steady hands, your refusal to cut corners, these are the quiet virtues that will soon bear fruit. Promotions, recognition, or even a deeper mastery of your craft are waiting on the horizon, not because of luck, but because of consistency. Psychology teaches us that discipline outpaces talent over time, and in this case, your dedication becomes your crown jewel. Still, heed the warning, don't try to be the sun shining in every direction at once. Even kings and queens must prioritize. The lion who chases every gazelle ends up hungry, the one who stalks with patience eats well. And so, we turn to strategy. The Two of Swords reminds you that not every battle deserves your roar. Save your royal energy for challenges worthy of your strength. Petty conflicts are like gnats buzzing around your mane, annoying, yes, but not worth the swipe. Protect what you've built with care, with love, and when in doubt, choose silence. Society often mistakes silence for weakness, but in truth, silence is one of the sharpest tools of wisdom. As the Buddha taught, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. For you, Leo, that means the answers you're chasing are already reverberating inside, like a roar waiting to be released at the right moment. Sometimes the greatest strategy is not in pushing harder, but in stepping back, breathing deep, and remembering that you were never meant to wrestle with every shadow. Some shadows vanish on their own once the lion stands tall in the light. Life, Leo, has a way of sending you on rides you never quite bought tickets for. The pattern has been clear: up, down, comfort one moment, chaos the next. It's the cosmic equivalent of being strapped into a roller coaster you didn't remember queuing for, and while the view from the top can be breathtaking, the drops leave your stomach somewhere back in the parking lot. This cycle, this karmic loop, is what the universe is now inviting you to break. Growth does not happen by staying in the same seat on the same merry-go-round, waving at the same scenery as it passes. At some point, the brave lion must step off the ride and walk into new terrain. And remember, Leo, you are not a circus act. You're not here to amuse others or juggle flaming torches for applause. You are the main event, the headliner whose presence fills the tent. Stop spinning in circles and claim the stage that has always been yours. And then comes the gentle but powerful reminder from above, the angel's message of prayer. Surrendering doesn't mean weakness, it means trust. Place your worries in the hands of the divine and watch how even the impossible bends. Miracles, after all, have a curious sense of timing, they prefer the bold-hearted. Pay attention, Leo, because divine guidance rarely arrives with trumpets and a neon sign. More often, it's disguised as coincidence, a chance meeting, a stray line in a book, a sudden insight in the shower. Your task is to listen, to stay attuned, and to act with courage when the signs appear. Which brings us to your affirmation, one that deserves to echo in your chest. Hoy brilo sin pedir permiso, today I shine without asking permission. This is not just a phrase, it is an anthem, the banner carried by the chosen ones stepping into the year of triumph 2025. Your roar does not require approval slips. Your light does not ask for consensus. You were not created to dim yourself for anyone's comfort. As someone who has studied astrology for decades and wandered deep into psychology and philosophy, I can tell you that change frightens us because it threatens the comfort of the familiar. But every great novel, every hero's journey, begins with the moment they leave the village and step into the unknown. And you, Leo, are that hero. Yes, sometimes the universe delivers its lessons with a wink of humor, like handing you 5 jobs when you only signed up for 1. Classic Leo multitasking, trying to look fabulous while holding the whole world together. But don't let that weight steal your laughter. So laugh at the chaos, bow gracefully to the endings, and walk proudly into the beginnings. The lion does not beg for applause, nor does it chase approval, it rules, simply by existing. This is your time to enjoy life, to savor it with the fullness of your spirit. If this message has resonated with you, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Fortune Leo. Together, let's continue this journey of wisdom, light, and a little cosmic humor, as you embrace your triumphs and step boldly into the life you were always meant to live.